Hello everyone, this is Garrett, and this is The Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past for the Super Nintendo. And I am skipping doing Zelda 2 for now because I, well, frankly don't really like that one all that much. But yes, this is Zelda 3, A Link to the Past for the Super Nintendo. And I'm just gonna wait a little bit for the story to appear so we can read it together. How exciting. Eventually, there we go. Long ago, in the beautiful kingdom of Hyrule, surrounded by mountains and forests. Flashy background things happening. Legends told of an omnipotent and omniscient golden power that resided in a hidden land. I have no idea if I pronounced that correctly, but oh well. Many people aggressively sought to enter the hidden golden land, as you can see by the picture above, but no one ever returned. One day, evil power began to flow from the Golden Land. So the king commanded 7 wise men to seal the gate to the land of the golden power, which you cannot see in the image above. Oh, now you can, sort of. That seal should have remained for all time. But when these events were obscured by the mists of time and became legend, zoom into the castle, on to the throne room, where Kingy King, a mysterious wizard known as Aghanim, came to Hyrule to release the seal. He released the good king of Hyrule. Oh, he eliminated the good king of Hyrule. I have no idea how I read that it's released, but oh well. I guess that explains the skeleton king thingy over there. Through evil magic, he began to make descendants of the 7 wise men vanish, one after another. And they all happened to be maidens. It just worked out that way. And the time of destiny for Princess Zelda is drawing near. Yeah, let's see what's gonna go around here. I'm just gonna go with Link as a name because you can only have like 6 letters and... well, I can think of many other names. Most of them are slightly past 6 letters, so there you go. Link!
Help me. Please help me. I am a prisoner in the dungeon of the castle. My name is Zelda. The wizard Aghanim has done something to the other missing girls. Now only I remain. Aghanim has seized control of the castle and is now trying to open the 7 wise men's seal. I am in the dungeon of the castle. Please, help me.
Link, I'm going out for a while. I'll be back by morning. Don't leave the house. I have blue hair and a mustache.
So, let's leave the house. Under here is some hearts that we won't be needing, and in there is a lamp, but I won't want it. Because in fact, in every single treasure chest that you find at first is going to be a lamp. What we're going to do is just head towards the castle, because it would appear that Princess Zelda... ooh, sign.
I will give 100 rupees to the man who finds the descendants of the wise man. The king.
I don't trust that king's message.
Hey, you're not allowed in the castle, son. Get home and get some sleep.
Let's not. Let's instead go over here. Because I have this strange feeling that if we follow this path, we might just find the back door. Oh, look at that. How surprising. But yes, press A to remove the bush and go over here in B1. Hey, it's Blue Hair Man.
Link, I didn't want you involved in this. I told you not to leave the house. Take my sword and shield and listen. You can focus power in the blade.
Hold B button.
Then release it using the secret technique handed down by our people. Link, you can do it. Save the princess. Zelda is your...
Yes, Zelda is my something. Maybe I'm her last hope. Maybe she is the one thing that could redeem me after that terrible Christmas party. I do not know. But we are going in this direction over here. And the thing worth noting is that the green ones are enemies. And the ones with the large sword will follow you around. And the one with the smaller sword will just kind of aimlessly walk all over the place. But it is something to keep in mind, but overall you don't really need to worry about it because these guys are not very strong. The green ones die in 2 hits and the blue guy dies in 3. And later on there's going to be red ones who die in 4 if I remember correctly. Hello. I got hit there. Oh well. But yes, this is Zelda. I quite like this game personally. I don't know if I actually remember when I played it for the first time, but it was definitely quite a long time ago. There's a chest here with a map. You got the map. You can use it to see your current position and the rest of the dungeon if you press X. This is probably pretty much the only map I'm gonna get because I honestly don't even know where they all are. I never bothered with them personally. But yeah, it's there's a map, and if you press X when you have the map, you will see all the rooms which you have not yet explored. And if you have not picked up the map, then you will only see the rooms that you have explored on the map. So yes, it is kind of convenient if you need to navigate your way through, but if you just know the way, then you don't really need to worry about it too much, really. So go up here, start charging up your sword like that one guy said, and then release it to spin and accidentally miss that guy. But if you don't miss that guy, he will die in 1 hit because this spinning slash thingy does twice as much damage as usual hit. And you got the boomerang, give it a try. Just like the 9 and press the start button. Meh. And if you hit him with the boomerang, then he won't be able to hit you anymore. And that is quite convenient indeed. And he will also be stunned for about 5 to 10 seconds, I believe. So definitely a very useful item. I will be using it most of the time around here because I generally don't bother killing all the enemies around here. Because there's not really a point, you can also just stun them and they won't really do anything afterwards. And that is exactly why I'm going to stun that guy. He's been very rude. Pick up one of the pots is pretty much the easiest way to get around that guy who you do need to kill. Because he has a key to open that door.
The big key? You got the big key! This is the master key of the dungeon. It can open many locks that small keys cannot.
Actually, it can only open a fair small amount. But there you go. Gonna open this one, which will contain the lamp, because every single chest contains a lamp, as I mentioned before. You got the lamp. Now you can light torches and see your way in darkness. Fantastic.
Thank you, Link. I had a feeling you were getting close. Listen, Link. The wizard is magically controlling all the soldiers in the castle. I fear the worst for my father. The wizard is an inhuman fiend with strong magical powers. Do you understand? If not, we'll say the exact same thing in the exact same words. That will help, right? Alright, let's get out of here before the wizard notices. I know his secret path, but first we have to get to the first floor. Let's go.
Yeah, no, we saved the princess, so I guess we can go home. Live a peaceful life with the princess, and all will end well. Well, this is a pretty easy game, not too long, I suppose, and yeah, that's all a big fat lie, but there we go. It would have been nice if it was possible, wouldn't it? Yes, it would. But alas, we are instead going to go all the way back again. Ignore these evil green people, except that guy. He seemed pretty evil to me, and he required a good stunning. Because if you get hit by a boomerang while wearing a heavy suit of armor, then you will not be able to move. Also, you can knock them down if you feel like it. I felt like it, and that's why I did it. And I missed him, but I think I can live with that. He was too blue to be stunned anyway. I'm just gonna go to the right here. I don't think I've ever gone to the right here. I always go to the left for some reason. It is just a habit. Die. Eat my boomerang. While I casually stroll back to the first floor, which is this area.
There's a secret passage in the throne room that leads to a sanctuary. I'm sure the old man there will help us.
I'm sure he will too. The old man
in the sanctuary has always been such a friendly fellow. So walk north here and completely ignore those guys. You can actually hit the curtains here if you feel like it. But there's all walls behind it, so I'm not sure why there's all these curtains here.
That ornamental shelf should open. Do you have a light? It's pitch dark inside, and you can't see inside without one. If you're ready, let's go. Help me push it from the left.
Yes, you have to push it from the left, and if you don't have the lantern here, then well, you're doing something wrong. But then I don't think you will be able to actually enter that door, and I need to go to the north and to the right. I'm probably not going to bother lighting the torches because, well, for one, you need mana, and I don't have that just yet. And secondly, I know where stuff is. I might light them every once in a while to show the effect off, but I probably won't bother too much. Go north here, stun, kill that guy with a boomerang, because bats you can kill with a boomerang, the rest just get stunned, including these little snaky things. Yes, even the little snaky things get stunned. After passing through these sewers, we will be very close to Sanctuary. Let's be careful. Let's be careful indeed. You! Money! The rats actually contain a fair amount of money. So if you need money, then rats are pretty much a good way to go. But I pretty much have my rupee route set out, so I don't actually need to kill all that many things. Kill this guy for the key. He will always spawn all the way to the left over there. And use the key to open this door. And yay, we can see stuff again. And I think there's actually a rat with 20... Yeah, there we go. With 20 rupees. Or a red rupee, which just happens to be worth 20 rupees. Whereas the blue ones are worth 5 and the green ones are worth 1. And I don't think you had any other ones in this game just yet. I think the other ones came in Zelda 64. Sanctuary is just beyond that door. Pull the lever and open the blah blah blah. Hold A, press backwards, door opens. Fantastic. If you pull the left one, then snakes fall from the sky. I don't know. That's just how it worked out, I guess. Yes.
Princess Zelda, you are safe. Is this your doing, Link?
Yes, it was a Link who helped me escape from the dungeon. When I was captive, the wizard said,
"Once I have finished with you, the final one of the blood, the final one, the seal of the wise men will open.
Link, you must not let the land of Hyrule fall into the wizard's clutches. If he releases the seal of the 7 wise men, evil power will overwhelm this land. Before that happens, before it's too late, destroy the wizard before he destroys all of Hyrule. You can do it. You can."
I sense that a mighty evil force guides the wizard's actions and augments his magical power. The only weapon potent enough to defeat the wizard is the legendary Master Sword. It is said that the village elder is a descendant of one of the 7 wise men. Maybe he can tell you more. I will mark his house on your map. But watch your every move. I am certain that the castle soldiers will be looking for you now. I will hide Princess Zelda here. Do not worry. Seek the elder. Do you understand? Yes. And I will open his chest where a heart... I don't know why you would keep a heart container inside your church, but there you go. So now that we can go outside and it's no longer raining, we can press X to see the map. And to the left over there, you can see that that place is marked on the map. I'm not going to go there just yet. Actually, I'm going to go to the right over here and continue to the first dungeon immediately. Because, well, that's basically just where we need to go. And what I'm guessing that guy... Actually, no, I don't think he's the one that says it. But basically, there is a Master Sword somewhere out there. But the person who will help you get the Master Sword is further up ahead. And is also where I'm going, basically. So that's why I'm not even going to bother going to the Elder. Well, we will be going to the city later on. Because there's... Oh, I didn't mean to go do that. Well, mostly just because I need stuff from there. So, once we've done this castle, we will immediately go to the city and see what kind of nifty stuff is available over there. Because there's some fun stuff, some people to talk to, some interesting folk. Yes, don't get hit by that stone, that's not a very good idea. This guy turns to life when you get close to it, but if you hit it with a boomerang, it gets stunned. Very, very useful item indeed. So go to the right here and go up these stairs. And then go up these stairs. Boomerang that guy so he's not a threat. And make your way in... Actually, I'm just going to talk to the person who actually tells us to go into the dungeon. Because, you know, might as well. We're pretty close to there anyway, so they might as well see the reason why we need to actually do all of this. Hello. I am indeed Sahasrara, the village elder and a descendant of the 7 wise men. Oh really? Link, I am surprised a young man like you is searching for the Sword of Evil's Bane, the Master Sword. Not just anyone can use that weapon. Legends say only the hero who has won the 3 pendants can wield the sword. Do you really want to find it? Yeah, or of course? Well, I guess of course. Good. As a test, can you retrieve the Pendant of Courage from the East Palace? If you bring it here, I will tell you more of the legend and give you a magical artifact. Now go forward to the palace. Yeah. That's pretty much the reason why we're going to the palace. There is a magical pendant, and we need this magical pendant to get the Sword of Evil's Bane, which is, of course, the Master Sword. So that is exactly what we are going to do right now. I probably should have done that immediately rather than go all the way up here and then realize I should tuck that guy, but meh. Walking sequences are exciting. Everyone loves them except for that guy who keeps getting boomeranged in the face, I suppose. Make these guys turn to life, there's not really a reason to do so, but I always found it amusing. So now we're in the first dungeon. The left and right doors don't really lead you anywhere, so just get that bottle and push the button to open the door. Sometimes these enemies will also really drop some coins, but and a fair amount of them too. So that's definitely worth trying to kill them every once in a while. But I'm just gonna go over here, where there is a little staircase. And underneath these pots are 5 and 1 rupees, but also this chest of 100 rupees. And that is definitely the main reason I'm going here. Because, well, you're gonna need a lot of rupees if you want to do 100%. And I am definitely going to get all the hearts and stuff like that. I'm not sure if I'm going to get all the ammo upgrades like bomb and arrows, because it's kind of tedious basically. Also a new enemy over here. There's these skeletons, and in this room there's also some skeletons that you can actually kill before they actually appear on screen. But if you try to hit them with your sword, they will jump away, but you can still hit them if you're just close enough to them. So that's our first mana. Don't really need it right now because we don't have anything magical except for the torch. And in here is the compass.
You found the compass. Now you can pinpoint the lair of the dungeon's evil master.
Fantastic. So if we press X now, we can see the little skull icon on the second floor over there. So that's where we eventually need to go. But right now, we're just going to continue, see what this little thing over here is.
Link, it is I, Sashala. I can talk to you telepathically when you touch these tiles. Here's a hint. You can use the treasure hidden in this palace to defeat armored foes. And armored foes are basically the boss. So, yeah, there you go.
And these guys are pretty interesting too. You can only hit them when their eyes are opened. So, yeah, try to not hit them because else that will just happen. And they take a fair, well, more hits than the usual enemies as well, and deal about 1 heart of damage when you touch them. So try not to get hit by those, because right now you don't really have enough health to be able to do that. Really. So touch this button over here and go to the room over the right. Simply ignore all these things and get the key from the one all the way to the right over there. There's other pots in here, but they are not very interesting. And once you got the key, just make your way to the... Oh, small lag moment there, but oh well. Just make your way over here. And on to the next room. And the next room is actually quite interesting because there's 2 ways of doing it, and I'm probably just going to... I'm just going to try to show up both of them. Because one is more interesting than the other. One is... I would like it if you came back, but let's see if I can lure... Okay, not you. Go away. I need to get one of these skeleton people. Oh. Come on. Oh god, he takes a lot of hits. I didn't think he'd take that many hits. I thought he took like, well, a lot less than... I think he's at 7 right now, but he died when you throw 1 pot in his face. Let's see if I can get this skeleton to cooperate a little bit with me here. Just gonna lure him further up ahead. There we go. So if I touch him now and then pick up the pot, then you can immediately actually get that chest over there just by getting hit and immediately standing on the button. And if you don't want to do it like that, because that is fairly understandable, basically just kill all the enemies in the room, including that little tentacly blob thingy, to get the big key. This is the master key of the dungeon. We've already read that once. But yeah, if we kill this guy now, then all of those red things will start spreading out and you can easily press the button. I personally prefer to just get hit because then you don't need to bother with all the other enemies in the room. But there you go. Once you've done that, you can go safely around this little area over here, get some arrows underneath that bottle. Luckily get some arrows from the skeleton and open the big chest, which contains the bow. You can find the bow. You can shoot arrows until you run out of arrows. Yes. I'm sure you would have never found out the logic behind that one. But once you've gotten that, we are going to go over here and actually equip the bow to kill this guy, because he also dies in 1 hit when you hit him with an arrow. And when you do that, he will drop a key. You need to kill the one on the right. The one on the left doesn't really drop anything interesting. And in here, push the button down here to open the door, and go to the left. And there's actually a button underneath this enemy over here, which opens the door to the left as well. And in this room there's another button, which is this one. All the other buttons do nothing, so just go to that one. Press it and go over here. Now that's a red version of the green thing we've seen so far. And that basically means you need to hit him with 2 arrows instead of 1. It's slightly more powerful. And yeah, just be careful with those guys. 20 rupees, always nice. So kill these guys, and once everyone in the room is dead, the door will open, which leads us to the first boss battle, which are these 6 guys with armor. And right now we can't hit them, but now that they start jumping around, we can hit them and basically just shoot them with arrows. And once there's only one of them left, it will turn red and start following you around and try to squash you like that. But just you shoot 3 more arrows inside of it, it will die and drop a heart container and drop the green pendant, which is our reward for beating the first dungeon. Lovely. You won the Pendant of Courage. Take it to Sasha. 2 pendants remain. So yeah, that was the first dungeon. And with that, I'm going to go back to Sasha, and after that, I will probably take a small break. But first, I'm just going to talk to this guy there, because he always seems like he knows what's going on. I mean, he told us to get the green pendant, and that was indeed over there. It was hanging on the ceiling for some unknown reason, but there you go. Hello. Oh, you got the Pendant of Courage. Now I will tell you more of the legend. 3 or 4 generations ago, an order of knights protected the royalty of the Hylia. These Knights of Hyrule were also guardians of the Pendant of Courage. Unfortunately, most of them were destroyed in the Great War against Evil that took place when the 7 wise men created their seal. Among the descendants of the Knights of Hyrule, a hero must appear. I see. Link, I believe you should get the remaining pendants and carry this with you. This is a treasure passed down by the families of the wise men. I want you to have it. He gives you the Pegasus shoes. Now you can execute a devastating dash attack. Hold A button for your time. A helpful item is behind in the cave. A helpful item is hidden in the cave on the east side of Lake Hylia. Get it. We will get that eventually, but not just yet. But now we got the shoes. We can walk into walls and destroy them entirely. Got some bombs. We got some bombs. You can pick them up and throw a bomb you placed. Fantastic. And also some extra rupees in here as well. But yes, I'm going to take a little break here next to Sasha, and I will see you next time. I hope you enjoyed it so far, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.